Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making old-fashioned donut muffins. I will leave the link for this down in the description box. A viewer has told me that it'd be helpful, so I'm going to start doing that. I used to, then I quit. No, I shouldn't. That's on me. Alright, for these muffins, they make 12. And they're for breakfast or brunch. Don't mind the dogs. But we are going to need 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Let me turn you around and just show you what we're going to need. Alright, we are going to need 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We are going to need a half a teaspoon of salt, 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda. I take it back. We need a fourth a teaspoon of, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. We need 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. We need 3/4 a cup of sugar. We need 2 large eggs, a cup of sour cream, a half a cup of unsalted butter, but mine's salted, so I might cut back on the salt. Maybe. I think I'll just use the salt too. And then you need a tablespoon of vanilla. I had to read that twice but it says, see, a tablespoon of vanilla. Then for the top of the muffins, we are going to need, back here hiding, 1 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 2 1/2 tablespoons of milk, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And today we just need a mixing bowl for this recipe, so I don't need to dig out no mixer. We can do it all by hand. So I'm going to sit you back up on the tripod, and we're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and we're going to, you can either just spray your muffin tins, or you can use cupcake liners. I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet. Might use liners, but you'll see that if I decide what I'm going to use. So let me sit you back up on the tripod and we'll get started. Alright, in this bowl we are going to add the 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I might have to open my bag of flour. Let's see what I got in here. So there's 1 cup. Now I'll be right back. I gotta get more flour. Alright, I filled up my flour container. Right now I'm just gonna use this 1/4 to get some more flour in this. There's our other cup of flour. Now we need 1/4 of a cup. Let's set this over this way, out of my way. Now we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt, just right here. I'll do just a shy of it, since that butter of mine has salt already. And now we need 2 1/2 teaspoon. We need this back and the teaspoon. And we need baking powder. And you know, my trusty sidekick's down there, so let me know she's here. So there's 1. And there's 2. And here is 1/2. Now we need 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. A fourth of a teaspoon. Now we need 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. I have my sugar right here. Don't mind the puppy, it's Mitzi. She's expressing her opinion to one of the other dogs. Alright, and here's our, let's see, sugar. That was 3/4. And now we are going to mix this together. So it's well incorporated. Scoot all of this to make a well. Switch this one for this one. And in this bowl we are going to mix 1 cup of the sour cream with, which I still have to melt my butter and let it cool, which I should have did that first, but I got ahead of myself, so I need to get a spoon. And we need, like I said, 1 cup of sour cream. Maybe in the rest of this they can use, which today is August 20th. And tomorrow's my granddaughter's 17th birthday, but she'll be working. She got her first job. So tonight we are going to have her birthday dinner. So we're going to put, so some people can use maybe some of the sour cream for dinner. But I'll be back because I got to melt that butter and I'm going to see what that dog is barking about. Alright, I am back. I melted the butter, but I didn't get it hot, just enough to where I could get the butter to melt all together. So now in this bowl, I need to crack my eggs. And mix them up together. I mean, I'm sure you didn't have to do it like this, but I'm going by the recipe, so. Alright, now we're going to add the egg, and with the sour cream, and the butter, and the vanilla. So, get this in here. this in there. Butter. I don't know why I just didn't stick it in. Put the butter. In the bowl. And then we need a tablespoon of vanilla, and the oven is preheated. And now we need a tablespoon of vanilla. Get some of these out of here. And at the end of this, I am going to show you what has come in from my garden, what I got today. And then some was I recorded a few days ago. Figure I'll just show you in my cooking videos. Because my garden videos weren't doing so good, but my cooking ones do. So we're going to mix this up. I still have to spray my muffin tins. Still haven't figured out if I'm going to use paper linings, cupcake liners, which I think I am. So now we're going to get this bowl back. We're going to add this mixture into the middle. Like I always say, you want to use a good spatula. You want to get everything out of your bowl. Because you know, that's part of the recipe. So if you don't have it all in there, well then, it's not, you know, the whole recipe. For all the ingredients. And I found out what the puppy was going on about. She was mad because her brother, for some reason, they like to lay on their mother. And then we went, oh, I almost did a boo-boo. Yeah, good thing I looked down. We want to fold this all together. Now I have to work on getting this out of there. But that is what she was going on about. And in the comments, I would like yins to let me know if yins enjoy my cooking videos. I'm on a struggle here of not knowing what to do on my channel anymore. So, but we are going to just fold it together. Well, let's see. Now butter, then I'll fold together and I spatch until blended. Pour the mixture into a flour. Pour the sour cream mixture into the flour mixture. Fold with the spatula until all dry ingredients are just moistened. I made these once before, but it's been a while. I mean a while. I could say it's been years, to be honest. Just forgot about them, about making it, and then ever making it, and then I'm like, I don't know what reminded me that I made them. And so I'm like, oh, I can make this for on my channel. I don't think people have really heard of the old-fashioned donut muffins. So just keep folding over the mixture to get it all incorporated and moist. And that's it. So let's set this there. Okay, divide the mixture between the 12 muffin wells. Use an ice cream scoop to portion out the scoop. So I'm gonna put some of this away, let this sit here for a minute, get my muffins sprayed, decide on what I'm gonna use, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm gonna spray each one, and then I'm gonna use what I have. So we're gonna do some polka dots. Do 3 polka dots in that one, and we'll do pink polka dot. And we got some Christmas ones. Like they say, you use what you got. So just use those ones. And then I'll just give them a spritz in them. And now move some of my mess here. So now put that back there. We'll use the ice cream scoop. Put them in. Can't get that flour all there, but it'll be all good. Some of those are going to be fuller than the others, but that's okay. I'll be right back. Alright, found out what they were barking about. Put this in with the rest of these. Put that down there. I think I might have used a little too much flour or something, but that's all fine. Just divvy it up between all these and all will be good. And then we'll put these in the oven for, I'll have to look. It's on my other page. we go, we got that. We have to go in for 15 to 20 minutes. So let's see. Says divide the mix between 12 muffins and 12. I use an ice cream scoop to portion out the batter, taking care of to leave it mound so the muffins will be nice and round. Set unbaked muffins aside for 15 to 20 minutes before baking. So, I'll be back in 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, we got about 11 minutes on the timer. And when it goes off, we are going to put these in the oven for 16 minutes. There's the timer. Let's make sure. Yeah, 16 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to stick these in the oven. And I'm going to set my timer for 16 minutes. And I'll be back to check on them. And if they're not done, we put them in for the extra 4 minutes. Alright, I had them in for the whole 20 minutes. I am going to dig the last one out of the oven. And now I'm going to turn my oven off. And I'm going to sit these on cooling racks, and then they need to be on there for 5 minutes. So I'm going to let these sit there for 5 minutes, and while they're cooling, I got some other things to do. So I will set my timer for 5 minutes, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, the timer went off. Now we are going to take them out of the muffin and let them sit to cool. But we want them still slightly warm when we go to glaze them. And you see they're not really what you call hot, but I need to spread them out because we want them to cool. And you see in the background, you do see those tomatoes. So let's spread these out and let them cool, and then I'll get pans to put underneath them, so when the glaze is on them, and if anything falls on the cookie sheet and not on my stove. So I'm going to let these sit and cool for a bit. Me and my hubby are going to eat lunch, and I'll be back when we go to glaze them. Alright, the muffins are still slightly warm. Now we're going to make the glaze and glaze them, and then we'll let them sit there and get hard. And then it says that you can store these on your counter for up to 3 days. You could also freeze them before glazing. And then when you want to glaze them, you just dig one out and you glaze it. After it dethaws, then it says that you could make these into that is 1 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. And if you didn't want to go this route, you can melt butter on top, and then you roll them or you can roll them, sprinkle or roll or dip into cinnamon sugar mixture. Never thought of that. So we got the sugar. Now we need 1/8 of a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we need 2.5 tablespoons of milk. Hold on, I have to figure out where I put my spoons. Alright, I found them. I stuck them in my bowl. So now we need just 1, 2 and half, and then we'll mix this. Get these out of the way. Stir this up. I mean, I could have used a different bowl, but I figured this one's wide enough that I can get my hand, and the muffin, I'll just tilt it to the side. Make sure we get all this mixed in. I'll just set that there, and then you grab your muffin. And you just, whoops, don't drop it. And just roll them in your mixture. So I will be back when I get these all covered. Alright, there we go. You can't even see them. There we go. There is the old-fashioned donut muffins. I'll take you off tripod and show you up close. Alright, here's what they look like up close. Alright, there is the old-fashioned donut muffins. I hope you enjoy these muffins. They are very good. They remind you exactly of an old-fashioned donut, but they're in a muffin form. So if you could like, subscribe, share this video, I would greatly appreciate it. My channel hasn't been doing so good, and if you see, I did change the name of my channel. I told my husband I was going to. It's represents our last name, our married last name, my married last name. So, like I said, I'm going to be back to recording some cooking videos. I'm going to change up a little bit of things. But after this, I'm going to show you the tomatoes that I got out of the garden today. And some other clips of all the other tomatoes. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, this colander is full of all tomatoes I got today out of the garden. This one has slicing tomatoes. Some are from what I got out of the garden today. Some are from a few days ago. And I'll show you the cherry ones too. Alright, here are the different varieties of cherry tomatoes. These ones are the ones that I grew. And then these other ones are the ones that, hold on. Alright, some of these are the mystery ones that are, as I call, they're mixed Because see how that has, here we go, see how that tip on it? That is not a cherry. I mean, look, it's like a cherry, but it's a mix. And then I get these ones that aren't quite what you call orange or red. But see, they still have that tip. So, and then that's, so far, I'm going to insert a video, well, a clip of the peppers that I picked. And that's it. I picked no jalapenos. I picked carrots, but my carrot, they were weird. They were, I don't know, they weren't hard, so I'm just going to leave them there. So I'm just going to leave the carrots out there, and I'm going to tend to my beets when I come back from my vacation from my daughters. And my tomatoes almost are all out of my garden already. So that's a good thing. My daughter doesn't have to keep going out to look at them. So, but I'm very surprised of what I've gotten so far out of my garden. So I thank you all for watching. And like I said, I'll see you in the next one. Not sure what it's going to be a cooking, but I'm not sure what I'm going to cook. So, take care. Alright, here's just a few of the peppers that are out of my garden. These are my onions. So I figured I'd just show you what has been coming out of the garden. Here is a big bowl of tomatoes that I've been bringing in to finish ripening in the house. Here is some of the cherry tomatoes. These are the ones that I grew. These are volunteer ones. And these are the mystery ones.